The Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures is a game based on the one and only Angry Video Game Nerd and his friends being sucked into an NES game that sucks ass, and they must work their way out of the game. Through 8 levels and one final level unlocked after the first 8 have been beaten, the nerd and his friends must run, jump, and kill enemies to get to their goal. The game is fun but brutally hard, and not something that one can simply pick up and be great at. There are many moments in this game where you will die, and I do mean that. You will die. A lot. I myself already unlocked the Die 1000 Times achievement. The game says that when you die that it will be fair and that it could have been avoided. While I do agree with this to some degree, there are definitely moments where you cannot get away from death until you've played the game a few and really know what's coming up next. Some say that it's not fair in this respect, but I believe that it's actually quite fair by old NES gaming standards, which is exactly what they were going for. There are 4 total controllable characters: the Nerd, Guitar Guy, Mike, and Bullshit Man. Each one brings something new to the table as far as gameplay goes, but the only one necessary to beat the game is the Nerd. Now, that isn't to say that the others don't help you, but when it comes to beating the game, the others aren't mandatory. And I think that's kind of a shame. They certainly do help you find the secrets, and they help you with the platforming and make bosses easier, but I do wish that they would have been utilized a little better, by maybe giving you multiple paths that you could take that only the other characters could access. I just really feel like it would have made the game have a little bit more replay value. The game looks really good with its 8-bit graphics and references to older games and the Nerd episodes, and each level does look different and have its own feel. The only downside is that even though enemies look different and the levels look different, they don't play very different. There are moments when you go and you'll do things and they look new, but compared to everything else you've been doing, it's exactly the same. You'll just keep jumping over more death blocks and shooting enemies. One thing in this game, though, that I can't argue about at all is the music. It is fantastic and just great. Every song sounds different and fits each level perfectly. I especially love the boss theme. It's been stuck in my head for days. Now, on the difficulty side, this game is very, very hard. It's not something that you're going to be able to beat the first time through, even on easy mode. Once you've beaten it on normal, which most gamers will easily be able to do, you'll unlock old school mode. This mode is difficult, but doable after some trial and error. It's not terribly different from normal mode, except you're going to have to do it all in one sitting. But after this, you unlock Hard as Balls mode. And this is where the game just gets stupid. By giving you less health and making your gun weaker and giving you less continues, it continues to just kind of drive the nail in the coffin that, hey, our game's hard. And while that is good and does definitely fit with the nerd and how angry you're going to get with it, it isn't challenging as much as it is just frustrating. Overall, I do feel like this game was worth the time to play, and even if it doesn't have a whole lot of replayability to it, it's still worth playing. There's definitely a lot of challenge in the game, and people who love completing games and love that challenge of beating a really hard game and bragging about it will definitely enjoy this game. But for most casual gamers and just people who like gaming on the side, it isn't the best game to go for right now. I would probably wait till it drops in price, because you're only going to be able to beat it on probably the normal difficulty mode, and then you're going to feel cheated because you have 5 more difficulty modes that you can't make it through. Overall, I'm going to give the game a 6 out of 10. It is above average, and in all honesty, it is a good game. It is definitely, you can tell that love and effort has been put into it, and that they wanted fans to really enjoy it. If you're already a fan of AVGN, you've already got the game. I know it because I have the game. That's exactly why I have it. But if you're not a fan of AVGN, I would probably wait till it drops in price. I would say about $5, $10 is definitely easy asking price. $15 is a little rough if you're not a hardcore gamer who's going to get hours and hours of gameplay out of it. It's definitely through at least one run through because it's tons of fun, lots of jokes. You will enjoy yourself.